these vehicles don't have to look like boxes, right? You know, they can be, as a matter of fact, it probably should be less than subtle. You know, the vehicle, for instance, on the left, you know, that has kind of a matte finish. The vehicle is really designed for a film to be placed on it.
Fantastic.
So, at a dealership, for instance, or from an outside supplier, even, you could find a film that had an image on it that you wanted to put on the vehicle. So there's a personalization opportunity that we think may be very appealing from a marketing standpoint to people in that segment that, you know, certainly making a statement about their lifestyle and what they drive, but maybe want to extend that statement in some other way, you know, with regards to a university that they were associated with, or an association with a philanthropic organization, or an NGO of some sort. And, you know, and you could kind of make that statement instead of us, you know, trying to do studies to determine which of these three products we think could apply, and then, you know, forcing it through a marketing pipeline. No, hey, why don't we just let's offer all three products and make them look, you know, they're all off the same guts of the vehicle, but can be offered in, you know, significantly different character. And we know that we have to come to market different, and it isn't just on the functionality of the vehicle, but it's how the vehicle fits into people's lifestyles. And so we need to begin seriously thinking about how do we diversify the energy sources. And if you go back to the early part of the century, gasoline cars were not the only cars. There were steam cars and electric cars and diesel cars, you know, and we're kind of running into a period like that. But we need to find economical ways to diversify the energy sources of vehicles. Ultimately, and ultimately the best way to diversify is the vision of the electric car. And that's what General Motors is now committed to. A very close-in phase is the use of alternative fuels, is the use of biofuels, biodiesels, E85. It's not, you know, I mean, it's not soup yet, but it's so close that it would be something you could do in the very short term. It could have an immediate impact on a very large fleet of vehicles which already exist, you know, on the roads today. It gets at greenhouse gases, it gets at imported oil. We think it could be managed very meaningfully. The next quick step after that, though, really needs to be the plug-in hybrid. So we announced that we're going to do this plug-in hybrid before the end of the decade. And then the next step is, in fact, a specific driven vehicle architecture where we really kind of put our money where our mouth is and develop a vehicle that allows us to exercise this energy diversity concept to the max. It's the Chevrolet Volt. And it's an electric vehicle with a range extender. It could be an electric vehicle someday with no range extender, just plug it in. It could be an electric vehicle that has a gasoline engine range extender, could have that runs on E85, could be a diesel, could be a turbine, and ultimately could be a fuel cell, you know, as well. Chevrolet cars will be, you know, the smart choice for people trying, you know, for people who are concerned about things like greenhouse gases, fuel economy, cost of ownership. We could have shown the Chevrolet Volt in Detroit. We could have shown it as a Cadillac, right? You know, I could have shown it as a $100,000 vehicle and try to sign up celebrities. I'd have a list today, you know, if people wanted to buy it. But we didn't do that. We showed it as Chevrolet because Chevrolet is the vehicle that real people buy and can buy, and that's what we want to demonstrate here. This is not a science project or a technical demonstration. It's a sincere effort to develop a vehicle that changes the game. That's what we're busting our butts to do. So we see this kind of converging to this concept we call vehicle connectivity. Okay, where, you know, with kind of Wi-Fi networks becoming, you know, more prevalent, that vehicles are connected all the time and take advantage of that connectivity to do a number of very interesting things. We could actually take this vehicle connectivity and a GPS signal, which exists, you know, all over, and we can actually steer your vehicle down the road for you. So I'm very proud of this initiative. I'm very proud of what they've done. I'm extremely keen on this, but it doesn't look like the kind of stuff we've done before in North America. So I mean, we don't have a good frame of reference, but it is a subject of great interest to us right now. If we don't do it, you have the right to call me up and ask me why. And if I don't have a good reason, then please just say Troy Clarke's full of beans.